Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome wherever in the world you are. Hope you're all doing well today. So, I think today we're going to focus on making some ISK. And I want to do a few things. One is I got most of my accounts set up so that I can do contract picking, and basically I have my settings here and I do a search to see what's available, and this is interesting. They're paying 30 million to do just that little amount of jumps, but I don't think I have anybody very close to there. He's in Jita. That's 20,000 volume. 1 billion. It's an awful odd number here for there being this valuation. That's like a container type thing. That's what that looks like. So,
welcome to the Dragons.
Silith just followed.
Silith, welcome. So I've got this character here. He's definitely waiting to do something, and then I've got this guy right here who is he's down in this Amar area, but he does not have, he needs to go up to Jita so that he can pick up a freighter, which happens to be right here. And it is just a long way away, like a really long way away. So this is where I start. Heading out with a bowhead. I've got a few ships in here. Nothing too fancy. And I am taking them out of this area where I had been working on skill stuff. This character is working on his Galante freighter right now. Do I have any boosters in here? Doesn't look like it. I have a lot of stuff in here. No cyber, what are they called? Stuff that makes you learn faster. This is 40 jumps. This is going to take a little bit. But then once I have I'll have two freighter pilots, and I want more. I mean, I have more freighter pilots. I need more freighters, but my corporate balance needs to stay at greater than 10 billion. So I'm going to have to earn the other freighters, and the other freighters are going to cost me around 3 billion. So, Nemo, thinking about coming back, huh? Coming back and playing? Well, you'd be welcome to. There's a lot of, there's if you've been gone 4 or 5 years, there's a ton of new stuff. for sure.
Warp drive active.
So, okay, he's underway, and then let's look at this guy again. So my other guy that can do some hauling is up near Jita. Here is 30 million is the pay, 45 jumps for 700 million. And that's going to Amar. And then this other one is going to Amar as well. And I don't see anything. Let me look at something here. If I go Cheetah to Amar. Oh, far. 55 jumps. Oh, well. That's because I'm not at Jita with this character.
Warp drive active.
Anything new in terms of ISK makings? Used to run incursions and nullsec mining? Yeah, there is a ton of new stuff. I mean, incursions are still here, but there's also there is also ton of new stuff coming into Null right now with the new skyhooks and the new sovereignty structures and stuff like that. There's even new anomaly sites to run and stuff. So there is a lot of new stuff. All right, so I think that I think I can probably grab both of these. Let me grab this one first, Jita to Amar. It doesn't quite pay one per, the right amount, but it's good enough. So I'm going to accept this for the corp. Has 3 days to run it, and it is Jita to Amar. I've cleared the route, so I can accept that contract. And then I've cleared this route too. We're going to accept this contract. Wrong region. Okay. So that is in domain. Got it. All right. Where's my domain character?
Warp drive active.
All right. Now I'm doing it. I'm gonna start up another game client here.
Connecting.
Guy is in domain.
Skill training completed.
Finance, contracts. I've not logged this guy in on this computer before. So minimum reward is 20. Collateral 1,500. And then 386,000. 388. 388, 733. All right, no low, no null.
Warp drive active.
All right, I'm pretty sure that's the same one. Let me check and make sure. All right, accepting that contract. And now I can log this guy back off again. So that one's off the table now. It'll be gone. See, it's all gone. All right. So that down. There's this guy. This is a little bit complicated, I guess you could say. But here it is. Here's the Jita one. So we have the corporate hangar here, and there it is. Put it in here. Make sure that it's not, you know, it's 617. It's what they say it was. Still flying this other guy on the side. All right, so Jita to Amar. Then we got to go from Amar to Shura. And then we'll pick up this other one and bring it back to Amar. It'll put me over my limit on how much I'm willing to carry. So I won't pick it up along the way. Alrighty. He's ready to rock and roll. It's a long trip. This guy, so the value is low enough, I could autopilot him. Don't think I want to autopilot him. Just saying that I could, though.
Warp drive active.
If he was in an obelisk, I'd be more willing to autopilot him. But since we got two things flying right now, we got that leaving Jita, and we got this who's he's heading up to Jita, and then he's going to pick up
Drive active.
a freighter once he gets up there. So Yeah, so Nemo, yes, there's new Triglavian ships, there's new Edencom ships. There are, God, there's a lot of new ships. There's new dreads. 4 or 5 years ago, was there even dreads out then? Or was it just carriers? It might have just been coming out 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, look at all them thrashers. They're on the hunt. They just jumped through the gate here.
Warp drive active.
Go. They're taking off someplace. They got to keep on the move, otherwise,
Warp drive active.
otherwise the police will nab them. There are some giveaways up today. Exclamation point giveaway. Also, we will be drawing today the June giveaway, which is a dozen ship skins. Oh yeah, and filaments would be new. There is so much new stuff. See, that's one thing about Eve. Even though I've been playing almost every day for like the last 11 years, there are still things I have not tried in the game, have not done. Guy's still trucking along. He will make the trip faster, and that is because he that's because he is got propulsion, and I can get a 10-second warp out of him, or 10-second 2 warp out of him.
Warp drive active.
I just felt the need all of a sudden to check to make sure I had the package. How many times have we run contracts only to get there and realize, oh, I forgot to put the package in my ship.
Warp drive active.
I also hope to get some mining in today. Orca and 2 skiffs. see what kind of volumes we can get. I have multiple skiff pilots, and I hope to use them. I have 3 of them. So we'll see how that works out. So, you got both these ships going through right now. Just see the difference. Hit warp on this guy,
Warp drive active.
and then we hit warp on this guy.
Warp drive active.
And with the propulsion, we're going to be able to get to warp much quicker. So, he is to warp now. This guy is still aligning. Still aligning. Yep, still aligning. And still aligning. And all right, there he gets to warp. And this guy is almost to his next gate. Hello, Farley. Doing well. How about yourself, buddy? Alright, so this guy is finally landing here. My other guy, he's just about landed. The systems are not the same one, so you can't really compare too much on the distance. I don't know how far it was on each one of these.
Warp drive active.
He's to warp. And this guy is still heading here. There's a bit of concord here. Something happened here a little bit. These both should be the same 1.37 AU. But this is 48-second alignment. And then this guy is also 1.37 AU. It says 25 alignment, but with the propulsion you can do 10.
Warp drive active.
So I don't know how much I'll make today hauling. I have, when I've had like 4 freighter pilots hauling for like 8 hours in a day, I've made $1 billion before. I don't know, if I can make that much here or not.
Warp drive active.
Oh, being here in... So do I have anything in? I just have the learning stuff in. All right, interactions. Edencom, I'm positive, and Triglov, I'm positive. I have 2 of my freighter pilots that are not positive with Edencom. This guy also has multiple bowheads. Kind of crazy. I think between all my accounts, I own maybe 6 bowheads. Neutral with Edencom is okay. My guys are actually... They're showing, these 2 guys are showing negative 0.0. So you might think that they're actually, that they are actually okay, but they're not. We're about to hit Udema.
Jet big rig McKenna's got the wheel. Cosmic eagle flies through the trade lanes wide.
So anybody who has a new character now won't have any problems.
That's a high stakes deal. Long, he tunes to the chatter of Udema Scout. Warning about gankers lying in wait. Adjust his course through the Stargate. A space cowboy with a deadline to make. He's riding high in the cosmic eagle through the galaxy, so vast and wide, with a heart of gold and nerves of steel. Jed's making his run with the scout at the next gate.
The cop videos are nuts. Oh yeah, I've got some more I gotta edit up and publish.
Space docks hum like a honky-tonk night, where capsuleers spin their tails so bold.
Where do you find the song? So do exclamation point music.
Jed's got his eyes on the sector so
It's available on YouTube Music, Spotify, and iTunes.
where the shadows
Actually, it's a few places else as well, like Deezer
roam.
stuff.
At the next gate,
Gate.
he dodges a prey, outwits the gankers and tells them well played. With every new jump,
All right.
he's
Udema
earning
looks
his pay.
very clear at the moment.
On the starry road where space truckers pave the way.
And Holy Darth Bacon, give me a sub on that police channel if you would. And anybody else, exclamation police.
Jed hangs with friends.
I need to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize it.
Contract comes in.
Once I monetize it,
Ship loaded.
it will have a lot more content coming in.
Extends under the watchful gaze of Bob.
Because I actually have to pay records people at the police department to get the videos. Not under the table. I just have to pay their hourly for their work to get them.
Through the galaxy so vast and wide, with a heart of gold and nerves of steel, Jed's making his run. With a scout at the next gate. So here's to the space truckers, the haulers in space. May your routes be clear. May you have no fear.
Yeah, Raven, we'll play some of that music on the show today. I also have some music that's not published yet. So Udema's looking really nice. Really nice. Yeah. I really been enjoying doing the music. I've been writing lyrics
Warp drive active.
and then, you know, kind of envisioning what the music should be like. And then working on the music. Get that to where I think it's the right style and stuff for the story. Add vocals. And so I'm using AI for the music and the vocals. This guy still doing his thing. Let's do some audio muting here. Once I get him up to Jita, he'll be able to hop into a freighter as well.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Right. Yeah, so in the bowhead, I have some ships in here, and they're fitted. I had been using them in the Amar region in Domain, working on Amar standings, but I'm gonna focus more on maxing out the Caldari standings
Warp drive
before doing anything with the Mar. And the reason for that is that 98% of the commerce that I do is in the Forge. And while the second most is in domain in the Amar region, it's just not a high enough percentage to put too much focus on it. And I had these support ships down there for doing missions. They don't need to be down there. They can come up and support stuff with Caldari. So, or they can come up and support like mining and everything, where we can actually be mining some stuff, and have a drone boat hanging around just taking care of the rats automatically and stuff like that. This guy's still going. He is hauling something for pay. I forget how much he's getting paid. 30 million for this haul, I think. 35. For doing hauling with multiple characters, I always want to have like 10 billion in
warp drive active.
in available money and for collateral, and that'll get me about
Warp drive active.
it'll get me like 7 to 12 packages. And so if I can keep these guys running, especially while I'm doing other stuff, then it's going to make money. And the goal is to keep the numbers low enough that I can do autopiloting and it's not a problem. So yeah, autopiloting. Well, if you are tanked right and you don't have too much value and you're not autopiloting through Udema or Bale, couple of systems that can be problematic, and you're flying through those manually, you'll do fine. This right here is the wrong ship for autopiloting. It should be an Obelisk, but this guy doesn't have an Obelisk at the moment. I want to buy an Obelisk, but the disparity in price right now, they're about 600 million apart. And I don't know why these the Charon is running so significantly cheaper than the cost of manufacture right now, but it is. I keep thinking that somebody should be speculating
Active.
on these and buy them up and then resell them. I could do that, but I don't have the money to sit on right now. So I've got a lot of in-game business ventures that are sucking up just an absolute ton of my money. I have around 700 billion tied up in a venture right now, and I need about 300 more billion in on it. And I know that these are just insane numbers, but I finally have built my wealth up enough to try and make a play like this, and this play is going to take me a while. but I'm going to be able to, when the cycle is done, I will have made around 50% profit, so around 500 billion in profit, and we'll have reinvested that trillion to do it again. So, but it's going to take me a while. And is, you know, I want to I don't know, I want to well, I just got to keep on this track, and then I'll be able to make it happen. And once I've got this machine running, I'm pretty sure I can do it again after I do it the first time, and then it'll start generating money for me, and I'll be able to start doing some other stuff. Like I'll have money to blow on other things. And I could, look at it and say, okay, so I'm going to make 500 billion off of this, and let's reinvest that as well so that I can make more in the next revolution. I don't know how far this would scale, but I do know that at the scale that I'm looking at right now, I can do it. Yeah, so you had a friend who hit it big with Straunt. I hit it big with Straunt as well. And it was I saw that one coming, and I bought all of the Straunt in the forge. Bought every last bit of it that was available, and I put buy orders up for it. And I bought it all, and man, I made good money on that, because that didn't just go up just a little bit. That went like, I don't know, it was like a 20-25 times increase. So, and I've done other stuff like that too, when I think that something's coming up in the market and it's gonna be good. And I didn't have as good a luck. So I have had where I made an investment and I took losses, or I just broke even or whatnot. And the biggest one right now that I'm taking losses on is I've been speculating on skins forever. So probably for the last 6 or 7 years, that's where I've made a ton of my money in game, is in skins. And now that the Skinner stuff is out, the prices for skins has just fallen through the floor. And so I had about 250 billion worth of skins, and I think that I've lost 50 to 75 billion just in the last few weeks because of Skinner. So and I expect I'm going to lose even more. So the market has just dropped really, really bad on the original skins. So when they put in Skinner, one of the things they said was they were addressing the fact that it could devalue skins. the old skins, and so that's part of why they kind of have a high price to manufacture them, because it keeps the market high for a skin. Well, what it does is it creates a floor, a bottom end for the cost for these skins to make them. And so then what that does is it artificially raises some of the skins so that their value is higher, not by a whole lot. And then it takes a lot of the ones that were really high end, top end, and lowers them down closer to this floor. And so while it did do a good job in maintaining a higher price for the skins, it still has crushed my high-end skin market. I had some skins that were worth, 6-8 billion each, and I have 4 or 5 of them, and they're down into the 2 billion range now. So it's just the way it is. It's part of speculation. You do these things in the markets, and it doesn't always work out. Or, maybe I can look at it as I probably made enough profit off of the skins over all of these years that even if I were to take this big loss on the skins that I have and not be able to sell them for as much, will I still have made profit in the long term? Yes, I think so. But that profit machine for me is over. And that's one of the reasons why I'm, working at new ways of making money. So. All right, so this guy here, he's going through a region of a bunch of 5s. And Bale here can be tricky. And then, of course, Udema as well. So not a fan of the Skinner system? Yeah, so why not take my Twitch money and buy Plex with it? Well, I do this for a living. I have to keep the roof over my head. I mean, and we sell Plex. Our company is the only major reseller for Eve that is not Steam or Epic. And so obviously I have Plex at my hands. I could say I want 1 million Plex and I could do it. But, I need to, listen, when you push pixels for a living, you really shouldn't sample your own product. But folks, the first pixel is free. Yes, exclamation point giveaway. You can get in on the giveaways we have. We're going to do at least one giveaway today from the live show category. And then, of course, if you guys need Plex or Omega Time or the packs, or even some of the stuff that is not is no longer available from CCP, we have it. Look at the bottom of the Eve category, and you can get that from us, and then use discount code, save yourself a little bit more. Also, we do have the Planetary Entrepreneur Packs back in stock. Forgot to mention that. I turned them on yesterday. Back on. We have them in stock for a little while until they're sold out. And those are the ones with the fancy suits.
Warp drive active.
Skeletal, you made first purchase with us today. All right, good. Thank you for the support. I'm assuming it went well. Quick and easy. All right, good. We're also a good source for, like, if you're gonna, like, let's just say you have 10 accounts and you want, like, the weekend pack for each one of them because they're all alphas right now and you want to do something omega for the weekend or whatever. You can buy 10 of them at once from us and we'll give you 10 codes. And then you go and apply them to each account you want to. Instead of having to log into each account, go through the store, make, at CCP store, make a purchase for each individual one over and over and over again. We can sell them all to you in one shot, and then you choose which accounts to apply them to. We also, there is something about the newer packs. So the original version 1, the original version 1 starter packs don't apply to this, but everything else does. It's one per. You can get one from CCP, and then as long as it doesn't have code next to the name, whenever you look in your redemption history on your account, you can get one from us as well that's in code form. And so these packs that are one per account, you can actually do 2 of them. Except for the version 1 starter pack. That one, the answer is no. It will not allow you to double that one. And that's because it's a very old code. But all the newer ones since then, all the ones in the last couple of years, you can do that. You just have to make sure first, because the way our systems work, we can't tell what you've redeemed before. We can obviously see what you've purchased before, but we don't know how many accounts you've got. So if you purchase 1 gold pack from us, and then you redeem that, and then you're like, oh, hey, I'd want to do that again on the same account, you can't from us. But if you go and buy a second one from us, we'll think, oh, they must have 2 accounts. And it gets approved. And then you go and try and apply it, and it says it doesn't work. And you're like, what the fuck? Well, we can't help you then. The problem with that is that once a code has been sent out to anyone, we consider it burned. Meaning that we will never send it to another customer, so that when you make a purchase from us, you are guaranteed that code is good. And so even if somebody purchased a second one and then they're like, well, I didn't use it. Well, we can't resell it to somebody else, because even if we verified that it was unused, by the time we go to resell it, we still can't guarantee that it's still unused. And, it just takes a few rotten apples to spoil the thing for everybody. And that's what's happened. We used to take them back if there was a problem, and then just put them out for sale again. But what happened is that some unscrupulous people started doing that, redeeming them, and then telling us they were not used, or telling us they're not used. We bring it back, we verify that, and then we go to sell it again, but they used it after we verified, and so had to stop doing that. So that's why we have the no refund policy, and why you have to check beforehand. So yeah, that's why we have those warnings all over the site. So there was bail. Not really a problem. Maybe it's just the time of day or morning. For some reason, I got up at 2:30 this morning, my time. Helped a couple of customers. We usually don't have any customer service for a few hours that time of morning. Helped a couple of customers, and then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm up. That's why I started the show so early. Right, if you are watching on YouTube, I will see you in the next episode.